Who do you think should be the next president of the USA? Someone under 35 with at least 40 years of experience, have at least bachelor degree, is willing to work overtime, proficient in MS Words, Excel, and PowerPoint, and forklift certified. 2 kids stacked on top of each other in a trench coat. My grandma said I'm a handsome young man, and I will become a famous president one day, so me. My platform is a national 2HR app in the middle of the day. An inanimate carbon rod, someone who can admit they are wrong from time to time. A competent adult of sound mind and reasonable qualifications would be nice. The kid who won the Josh fight. Have all the candidates have a series of debates. Ask substantive questions and record the answers. Then, instead of showing everyone the live debates, publish the transcripts. Instead of naming each participant, assign them a random number. Then have people vote on who gave the best answers by ranked choice. Hopefully, whoever actually provides the best answers to real questions will win. Somebody who doesn't want the job. King Julian Bender 2024. Kill all humans. My mom. Best mom ever. That guy, who was Navy SEAL, then doctor, then astronaut. It's only logical progression. Edit. Johnny Kim, not Johnny Sins, guys. Yeah, I get it. Somebody under 70 for a change. Please. Me. Remember to vote for Zach 2024. I'm unqualified and underage, but fuck it. We've had worse. Someone under 50 with leadership experience, who has not been an entertainer. Richard Nixon's head Krampus. Because Congress is overrun by shitty little children. Someone who has actually been poor and understands what it's like to be poor. A golden retriever. Don't forget to sort this by controversial. Zaphod Beeblebrox Dolly Parton. I said it in 2020, I said it in 2016, 2012, 2008, log for president, exclamation. I mean, come on. It's log. It's log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. As important and necessary as this conversation is, I think in order to find a quality candidate some major changes have to be made, starting with getting rid of parties and getting money out of politics. Too many people run either for the money, the acclaim, or to play for their team. The first two are, I think, blatantly obvious to most people, and are big reasons why people don't trust or like politicians anymore. But I've always found it particularly insulting that they try to fit every single person in America into one of 2 boxes. The truth is, polls show consistently that's not how most people in the country think. The amount of people I've met in my life, who are actually dedicated members of one of the 2 parties, is laughably small. So basically a non-partisan humble person, who isn't bought and paid for, and actually gives a shit. Problem is, most people who fit that description don't even wanna be president. It's a position that naturally attracts the greedy and the power hungry. So somehow we gotta figure that out first. Edit. Holy shit, this is my first ever comment to blow up like this. Thank you for the gold and other awards, exclamation. I was attempting to reply to as many people as I could for a while, but now there's too many for me to do so I'm just gonna give a basic summary based on what most people are saying. Yes, I know the things I listed are next to impossible right now. I wasn't trying to say they weren't, just saying this is what needs to happen to fix our election system. Third parties are great as a concept, but very difficult to gain any traction with the partisan duopoly in place. I am by no means an expert on any of this, just a dude on the internet, who likes to stay as informed as possible. I really don't know the best way to go about trying to make these changes happen other than using your right to free speech and protest/petition. So please by all means take whatever I say with a huge grain of salt. Thanks. I think the US needs to take a break. We are not good at picking someone. We need to find ourselves. I ain't even American, I'm Brazilian, but if I'm president, I shall bring Brazilian capybaras to the USA. Every USA citizen will have right to have a capybara. I think Reddit is probably the worst place to ask this. Danny DeVito, but only if constantly in character as Frank. If you have a system that doesn't produce or promote local leaders, it'll get harder and harder finding any real leaders to vote for on any level. This lack of leaders is a systemic flaw, and all votes for any candidate provided by the system, including the traditional parties, is most of all a vote for the system. Even if you vote for an outsider, you risk getting another Trump, and the whole system including the media will work against that outsider, making sure nothing changes. There will be no change, at best there will be a deadlock. The fact that there are no obvious candidates is a symptom of all of this. No one knows who to vote for until they get told who they can vote for, and then everyone picks a camp and starts fighting, not to promote ideas, but to shut out what they think is the weakest option. Giant Meteor 2024. Someone who can't be bought. Someone who doesn't do shady activities in secret. Someone who doesn't go against their promised policies. A leader who doesn't gaslight us. Just someone that wants to help people, that's preferably under 50. That's really all I ask. Dolly Parton. At this point, you know those presidential candidates who are never really noticed in the media much because they don't say controversial things and do crazy shit? Pick one of them. Why not? I'd like to see the underdog win and figure out how it goes. It's better than every day just being, oh, wow, that guy did something that half the country disapproves of. What a surprise. Wu-Tang. All of them. A person who runs on ideas, not identity. Knows politics, but is not a professional politician. Is principled, but has a strong record of working cross-functionally with those who have opposing views. Has a roadmap for his or her administration that levels up and adheres to the Constitution. Wants the job, but only for one term. 10 years ago I would have said Jon Stewart, but now yep, still him. I don't think it'll matter if Congress remains the way it is. Weird Al Yankovic. And #X200B. He is a real genius. No joke. A single slice of American cheese still in its preserved packaging. Someone who has actually had to deal with the struggles of growing up in our time. Someone under the age of 40, preferably the minimum requirement of 35. Me. I like office supplies, I was poor, and I'm not racist. Fully qualified. I'm not American, but I feel like Americans should focus on electing state governments, state congress, and governor. For everyday laws and life, those are the most important. If you don't manage to elect a local government that is pro-universal healthcare and welfare benefits for the poor, how are you ever going to get those things through on a federal level with all other states and their political opposition? Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Herbert Camacho Rick Astley. He never gonna give you up or let you down. I'm not American so it doesn't affect me much, but I think you guys need to vote in someone who's not already at retirement age. A kitten. 3 monkeys in a human suit being given a constant drip microdose of LSD and DMT. Prospero, obviously. Brand the Broken. Leslie Knope.